Okay, so this is the review of linear equations related to the quiz we had on linear equations. This is part 2. I'm just finishing up numbers 9, 10, 11, and 12. Number 9, I want slope-intercept form. I've got an equation that is perpendicular to y equals 3x minus 2. And what I know about slopes of perpendicular lines is that they are opposite reciprocals. So if this slope is positive 3, okay, so my slope for y equals 3x minus 2 is positive 3, or 3 over 1, same thing. Then the line perpendicular to it, that guy, right, has to be the opposite sign. Well, this one's positive, so mine's going to be negative. And the reciprocal, I'm going to flip, negative 1/3. Okay? So what I've got so far is y equals negative 1/3 x plus b. How am I going to find b? Well, hopefully we're already very comfortable that if they've given us a point, we know that is a solution to our equation. Okay? So I've got negative 2 equals negative 1/3 times the x value of 5 plus b. No, it's the same as 5 over 1. Okay. Negative 2 equals negative 5/3 plus b. I want b by itself, so I'm going to add 5/3. So b is equal to negative 2 plus 5/3. All right, well, that's a fraction. I got to do a little work with that. So let's do that over here. Negative 2 plus 5/3, well, I'm going to need to change this fraction, multiply it by 3. Oh, I used my red pen. I do not like this red pen. So that's going to be the same as negative 6/3 plus 5/3, and that's just negative 1/3. Coincidence that the slope and the y-intercept are the same, by the way. Okay? Coincidence. All right? So my finished product for this one, I kind of ran out of space here. I guess I'll finish it up here. My final product is y equals negative 1/3 x plus b, which I found to be negative 1/3. So in fact, since that's negative 1/3, instead of saying plus, I'm just going to say minus. Negative 1/3 x minus 1/3. Clean it up a little bit. I don't like how that's blending. Picky. Okay? All right. Now let's look at this one. Standard form, ax plus by equals c, of an equation parallel to y equals 3x minus 2. So same line they're comparing it to. What I know is parallel lines have the same slope. But they don't have the same y-intercept, or they'd be the exact same line. So what I can use so far is I know that my line in slope-intercept form is y equals 3x plus some b value. I've got a point on this line. They happen to be giving me the same point. That's an x and y value. I'm going to put in the y value. I'm going to put in the x value. So negative 2 equals 3 times plus b. Negative 2 equals 15 plus b. b is equal to negative 17. So in slope-intercept form, I've got y equals 3x minus 17. And I need to convert that to standard form. So y equals 3x minus 17. I want to move that x term to the left. I get negative 3x plus y equals negative 17. And there it is in standard form. These last two, again, pause and, take a look at any point you need. These last two, you were asked how you would graph, okay? So one good response here, and there are more than one, for number 11. Well, they've given me a slope. They've given me a y-intercept, okay? So I could plot 0, 4 as the y-intercept. Then use rise over run, which is for this one, 3 over 1, to go up 3 from 0, 4, and to the right 1. To plot a second point. Then draw a line through both points, right? If I wanted to be, extra diligent, I could show that. Right, here I am at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go up 3, right, and then over 1. There's my second point, okay, which would be at 1, 7. Right, and I can show how I would go about doing that graphing. Okay. Final one. How I would graph this. You have choices. You could convert the standard form to slope-intercept. Okay. You've got 3x plus 2y equals 6. You could subtract 3x from both sides. You'd have 2y equals negative 3x plus 6, and then you'd have to divide by 2 to get y equals negative 3/2 x plus 3. Okay? And then tell me how you would plot using slope-intercept, much like we did in number 11, okay, to the left. Or, that's one, or use the intercepts method. Okay. 3x plus 2y equals 6. Let x equal 0. If x is 0, that's 0. 2y equals 6. Y has to be 3. That's a point. Then let y equal 0. When y is 0, this becomes 0, and we're left with 3x equals 6. 3 times what equals 6? Well, 3 times 2. There's another point. Okay? You've got the y-intercept. You've got the x-intercept. Tell me how you would plot the intercepts and connect with a line. Okay? Please come see me if there are further questions. Hope this helps. P.S. Don't forget, you can still do the extra credit.